Now that it's finally October, I've done a little bit of decorating for Halloween. That's a lie, of course. I've had all this out since August. As soon as Christmas in July ends and I have my Panasonic Blu-ray, I feel like the Halloween season has officially begun. That's always been my rule. I always look forward to this season. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved spooky stuff. I was never really afraid of horror movies and monsters and stuff like that. Small child Tad had the most ridiculous, irrational fears. I could have seen a real ghost in front of me, and I would have been completely unfazed. But if I saw a baboon, yeah, no, I gotta get out of here. And don't even get me started on computer screensavers. I'm literally shaking and crying right now. I can't handle this. Like I said, some really strange, irrational fears, but what could possibly be more terrifying than computer screensavers? VHS tapes. This is my favorite way to watch movies. Everything about it. I love having to sit down and rewind the tape. I love sitting through all the commercials and trailers at the start. I don't know, I like the charm in a lot of inconvenient things. If I'm going to watch the Muppet movie, I'm in no rush. Let's make an afternoon out of it. This is also one of my favorite ways to watch TV. I have a bunch of old recordings of shows from like 2011, and it's fun getting to watch those original airings of those episodes with the commercials and everything. It's so cool. But Tad, says you, the audience member, your TV has a built-in VCR. Why aren't you just using that one? Short answer, it broke. Long answer, it turns out the V in VCR doesn't stand for waffle maker. That's my bad. But as a kid, VHS tapes were always slightly unnerving, bone-chilling even. Which sounds crazy, and absolutely is crazy. So let's get into this and try to understand any of it. Let's begin this feature presentation.
Pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
I got nightmares from that intro as a kid, but I also got nightmares from that weird CGI Scooby-Doo movie trailer, the American Idol intro. That was a weird one. It just starts so loud and grand, and then immediately cuts to dead silence with this message in bold letters that no 3-year-old watching Blue's Clues on VHS would ever understand. I feel like I'm in trouble just reading this. I'm just trying to watch some SpongeBob on VHS, and I'm expecting the FBI to raid my house any second now. And it stays on this empty screen devoid of all sound for an uncomfortably long time. And I always kind of thought, hey, maybe this is just a weird Tad thing. Look up videos of this intro on YouTube. The comment section is full of people just like me who are irrationally creeped out by this intro. Maybe this isn't just me. But hey, this is just specific to Paramount's VHS tapes. I think a big factor to VHS in general being unsettling is the poor quality. Looking slightly worse makes things just feel a bit off. Everything looks a little more unnatural running on old technology. As an example, here's me when I was a baby. Now, I like to think I was a pretty normal-looking, goofy toddler, just a silly little guy. But all it takes is being filmed in poor quality to make baby Tad look like a horrifying nightmare creature. Just look at all those blurry photos of real monster sightings. If they were in high definition, perfectly clear images, would they be nearly as interesting? It's that sense of the unknown that gives it this unsettling feeling. And I think this is why found footage movies were big for a while. Looking worse makes things spookier, and in the case of found footage movies, it gives it a more personal, homemade feel. It puts you in the perspective of the characters. It's an intentional choice to look worse to make you feel more uncomfortable. And with found footage movies, home videos, VHS recordings of whatever, the recording can be stopped and immediately cut to something else, or be taped over by something different. So you can get a lot of very sudden cuts and get jump scared by memories of your own childhood. But getting back to weirdly specific things, have you ever heard that weird phone dialing that some tapes had? Some had it at the beginning, but I remember it being at the very end of a few. You finish the movie, wait a couple of minutes, and then you hear from the dark screen, very faintly. I would always stop movies halfway through the credits because I was so scared of hearing the phone dialing. I can't hear that. Or, even worse than the phone dialing, it could randomly cut to static and then Now, there's a reason for why this phone sound exists, but I don't care enough to try to understand all of this. I think it's more fun to just say, it's a spooky ghost phone in the tape, and call it a night. I don't know what the point of any of this is, other than VHS tapes are cool, and I like them, and you should too, especially this time of year. And you know what? Hey, maybe I'll be brave this year and tackle my greatest fear. Not the American Idol intro, that's, well, some other time. The other one. Really? That is what I was afraid of as a little kid. I would hide under the desk if there was a computer screensaver on, and that's it. Great. Wait a second. What's that?